Hello and welcome. This week in the Blue Spoon Veggie kitchen, I'm indulging in a little fun baking for Easter. I love cooking something I've never tried before, so join me as I have my first go at making hot cross buns. These yeasted and spiced buns with dried fruit are eaten at Easter time in the UK. The precise origins may be lost in the mists of time, but we can all enjoy eating this sweet treat in this season. I find it hard to follow recipes without putting my own spin on them, so I've decided to use dried cherries in place of the more traditional raisins and currants, and simply cardamom for the spice component. Now let's get baking. To start, I'm going to get nice and organised and lightly oil a large bowl and an oven tray. I'm using sunflower oil, but you could also use vegetable oil or groundnut oil. Now I'm going to heat some butter and milk in a small pan. Full details of all the ingredients are in the description below. Now that's melted together, I've gathered the ingredients ready to make the dough. I have a large bowl of flour. We'll also need an extra smaller quantity of flour to make the crosses later on, and the cardamom, sugar, salt, yeast and egg. Add the cardamom, sugar, yeast and salt to the flour. You could also use mixed spice in place of the cardamom. Stir that in and then add just half of the egg. Then pour in all the warm milk and butter. Give it a good stir with a wooden spoon until the dough starts to form. Then turn out the dough onto a mat or your worktop, and we're going to knead it for 5 to 10 minutes until it feels smooth. Bring the loose floury crumbs into the dough and gradually work the mixture together. After 5 to 10 minutes, you should have a smooth ball of dough which you can transfer to the oiled bowl. It should have a nice bouncy texture when you press it. Turn the bowl of dough over in the oil a couple of times so that it doesn't dry out while it's rising. Then cover with a tea towel and leave for 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to roughly chop the dried cherries ready to incorporate into the dough. If you've taken the raisins and currants route, you can avoid this rather sticky task. Check on the dough after 2 hours. It should be puffy and well risen. Turn the dough out onto a mat or worktop and knead lightly to break up any air bubbles. Pour the cherries over the dough, then gradually knead them in. After a few minutes patient kneading, the cherries will all be incorporated. Then with a sharp knife, I'm first going to slice the dough into 2 pieces. Mould the dough into a sausage shape and then cut it into 3 bun-sized sections. Then gradually shape each piece into a round ball. If you also enjoy baking seasonal treats, then please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Transfer the little buns to the oiled tray and then cover with the tea towel once again for another hour. While the buns are proofing for a second time, I'm going to prepare the flour mixture to make the crosses. Add a little water at a time to the flour until you have a smooth paste. After the buns have risen for another hour, heat the oven to 160 Celsius, that's 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush the buns with the other half of the beaten egg. This will help give them a glossy finish during baking. I've lightly oiled my hands and I'm clumsily attempting to top each bun with a cross. You can see by my hands that this step got messier and messier. There we go though, 6 cross-topped buns. Put the buns on to bake for 20 to 25 minutes. While the buns bake, mix 1 teaspoon of hot water through a little apricot jam to make a final glaze for the buns. Remove the golden buns from the oven. The air is sweetly scented with cardamom and cherries now. While the buns are still hot, brush on the jam mixture. Then leave the buns to cool completely on a cooling rack. I hope you enjoyed watching my first attempt at making hot cross buns and will be encouraged to try them or another new recipe yourself soon. I think the buns turned out pretty well, considering the fiddliness, and they certainly tasted delicious. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more recipes from Blue Spoon Veggie.